Along with the popularity that continues to climb, Jungkook's name becomes a global icon that can never be separated from the media and fans. However, recent shocking incidents have left ARMY and K-pop industry watchers wondering, what exactly happened when Jungkook chose to remain silent in the presence of sasaengs fans, obsessive fans, who acted unexpectedly in court? The incident has sparked heated debate on social media, including Twitter and Weibo. For loyal BTS fans, the term sasaeng is no longer new. However, this time the action of the sasaeng really went beyond the limits of the unimaginable. Previously, the sasaeng were known for actions such as chasing artist schedules, breaking into houses, and tapping their phones. However, who would have thought that a handful of reckless sasaeng would appear in the courtroom of the court? Tensions flared as Jungkook attended a hearing relating to an alleged case of breach of commercial contract. Although the trial was actually closed, the presence of several sasaeng in the courtroom actually invited a big question mark. How did they get in? What are they really planning? More surprisingly, these sasaeng were not only present as observers. According to witness accounts, they tried to get Jungkook's attention by waving pictures of him, some even openly shouting his nickname. Some legal observers present said that the atmosphere in the courtroom turned into something like a small concert, where everyone's focus was no longer on the course of the trial, but on the presence of the idol. However, what made this event even more disturbing was Jungkook's response that he chose to remain silent. On several occasions, Jungkook has been known to be vocal about fan privacy and ethics, even directly rebuking fans who cross the line. But in this courtroom, Jungkook remained silent, bowed his head, and did not react at all to the presence of the sasaeng. Jungkook's decision to remain silent has sparked speculation. Does he deliberately maintain composure to avoid an escalation of the situation? Or does this indicate the helplessness of a global star in the face of an increasingly uncontrollable sasaeng? It didn't take long. The incident in court immediately became a trending topic on various social media platforms. Hashtags such as #ProtectJungkook and #StopSasaeng began to dominate Twitter, with millions of fans from around the world banding together to voice their outrage. On the other hand, some netizens also questioned the security in the courtroom. How did the sasaeng get into the courtroom? Shouldn't there be stricter controls? Wrote a Weibo user. This case again highlights the dark side of the incredible popularity achieved by K-pop stars. The privacy of artists is an issue that continues to be discussed, but until now there has been no concrete solution that can be implemented by agencies or authorities. Bighit Music, the agency that houses BTS, has previously issued several stern statements regarding sasaeng fans, even taking legal steps to protect its artists. But is this step enough? With this incident in court, many question the effectiveness of such measures, especially considering that sasaeng fans were increasingly creative in finding ways to approach their idols. Another big question that arises is, kissing face, what was the motivation of these sasaeng? In an anonymous interview with a former sasaeng, it was revealed that this obsessive act is often done to get recognition directly from the idol. However, in the context of this incident in court, the actions of the sasaeng seem to be more than attention-seeking. Sometimes we want to show that we are always there, even in places where others can't reach them. It was like a trophy, said a former sasaeng who now claims to have quit. However, for many, this explanation is completely unacceptable. How can someone who claims to love an artist actually be the biggest threat to the comfort and safety of the artist? Psychology experts also spoke about this phenomenon. According to Dr. Min Ji-hyun, a clinical psychologist in Seoul, sasaeng fans often show signs of obsessive-compulsive disorder rooted in a sense of insecurity. They project their fantasies on idols, and when those fantasies are interrupted by reality, they tend to go to extreme measures to maintain them. However, Dr. Min also stressed that the sasaeng's actions could not be justified solely for psychological reasons. There is a clear line between a fan and a stalker. When the line is violated, the consequences must be borne. Many hope this incident will serve as a great lesson for agencies, fans, and even authorities to take artist privacy issues more seriously. However, the question is, will concrete measures be taken? Or will this incident pass just like in previous cases? Meanwhile, Jungkook himself remained silent. There has been no official statement from him or from Bighit Music regarding the incident in court. However, Jungkook's calm in the midst of this chaos is a symbol of professionalism as well as the fatigue of an artist who constantly has to deal with intrusions of privacy. In the midst of this controversy, one thing is clear is the importance of maintaining boundaries as a fan. Idolizing someone is natural, but healthy love should always be limited to respect for their privacy and personal life. ARMY, known for its loyal fandom, is now at the vanguard to protect Jungkook from the sasaeng threat. However, are their voices enough to bring about real change? Or will this sasaeng phenomenon continue to be a dark shadow behind the glitter of the K-pop world? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. This incident has shaken the hearts of many, both fans and non-fans, who witnessed how Jungkook chose to remain silent in the midst of the storm. That silence, in the end, speaks louder than words. Law and ethics. What actions can be taken? The case raises another important question. What can actually be done from the legal side? In recent years, South Korean entertainment agencies have taken legal steps against sasaeng fans. From lawsuits for privacy violations to reports of harassment, agencies are trying to protect their artists. However, legal experts revealed that the penalties for sasaeng were often considered too lenient to provide a deterrent effect. Many sasaeng are only subject to fines or warnings without detention, even though their actions are clearly against the law, said Han Soo-jin, a lawyer specializing in entertainment law in Seoul. This incident in court exposes even bigger gaps in the system. How could an obsessive fan possibly gain access to a supposedly confined courtroom? Many have called for tighter security at public events, especially when public figures are involved. However, the real problem is not only in the law. These sasaeng were often indifferent to the threat of punishment. For them, punishment is a small risk compared to the satisfaction they get when they manage to get close to the idol. Misuse of social media to obtain personal information **** sasaeng fans famously use all means to obtain artists' personal information, and social media becomes their primary tool. With ever-evolving technology, sasaengs now have easier access to track the location of their idols. One way that is often used is through location tracking from social media uploads. Even such trifles as a photo of food or a short video can give a clue to the location of the idol. This is also thought to be one of the reasons why the sasaeng were able to find out the schedule and location of Jungkook's trial. The ARMY has called for a boycott of sasaeng accounts that share artists' personal information. However, it is difficult to completely block these accounts, as they often create new accounts to avoid reporting. Why do sasaeng fans persist despite much criticism and condemnation? Many observers say that this phenomenon is rooted in the structure of the K-pop fandom itself. With the idol culture that emphasizes closeness with fans, the line between idols and fans is often blurred. Events such as fan signs, live streaming, and interaction sessions on social media further reinforce this illusion of closeness. However, for some obsessive fans, the illusion turns into a real belief that they have a special relationship with the idol. A former sasaeng who is now a fandom awareness activist revealed, "We grew up in a fandom environment that made us feel like we had a right to the artist's private life. This is wrong, but many do not realize it.